We didn't get any gifts for Christmas. I was in Baltimore. We didn't get nothing. There was a knock on the door. My sister's principal from her school came, and they had like this charity, whatever, where they give like the turkey to the poor family on the block. We was the poor family. So we got this turkey. I got some cheap boots. You know, got little cheap trinkets. But on Christmas, you want as many trinkets as possible. And so I got a whole bunch of little tiny things. It was cool. We got free cheese, free beans, free butter, free everything. All that little government surplus stuff. But on Christmas, you need, I mean, as opposed to us having an empty refrigerator, empty nothing. So I just remember when it first came, you know, and it's always like a Christmas carol playing around Christmas time on somebody's TV. And I just remember that first feeling, like really feeling like, you know, dang, this is Christmas, you know, this is like the give thing. The give thing.
Because I'm there every day. I can be me, I can be whoever because I'm true to me. I can go to neutral easily. A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I can go to jail and come out without a scratch, the reason I can walk around, the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul. It's there, it's not sold, I didn't sell it, it's still within me, I still feel it, my heart is still connected to my body. So I could, any character, I'm gonna bring that intensity, that truth, that honesty to it because I have to repay for that blessing from Black Jesus, from God. If you look at it from a stereotypical point of view, like how people say, you know, all your troubles with the law, how could you play a cop? Just from a stereotypical point of view, who could play a cop better? I've seen them in their evil when they think nobody's looking. I've seen the compassion, I've seen the anger, I've seen the jealousy, I've seen fear, I've seen respect, and I've seen hate from cops more than anybody. You know what I mean? I've been there. I just got a maximum penitentiary. I got arrested like 12 times last year. You know what I mean? Some my mistake, some destiny, some fate, some unwarranted. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, I got to see police more than I wanted to. So for that reason alone, I'm the perfect choice for the role. And the good part about it is that we get to show the human side of the cops doing what they do, because there's always my belief that cops are just the gang unto themselves, with the good and the bad. Just like I believe the gangbangers in the street got good and bad, like police officers. They got stress and they got character flaws that come from their lifestyles. I did a song called Fortunate Fame. And it's like the hook goes, something we all adore, one thing worth dying for, nothing but pain, stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. Something we all adore, one thing we dying for, nothing but pain, stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. That's what I hear. It's so basic that we all want to be famous and noticed and watched. We all want money and riches, and we all want the finest out of life, from the most heartless gangbanger to the most virtuous police officer.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And these represent a threat, because I worked too hard on this. And as far as hip-hop and all of that, I feel as though I'm not the god of hip-hop, but what we do on the West Coast, I sold 5 million in 2 months. Biggie album been out 2 years. He's barely touching 2 million. He had 50 remixes, 1,000. He got everybody in New York in his videos and still barely touching 2 million. I've been out 2 months, sold 5 million with 2 videos out. I'm just starting.
What religion are you?
I'm the religion that, to me, is the realest religion there is. I believe in God. I try to pray to God every night as I pass out.
Right.
And I think that's, and to me, religion, my idea of religion is this. I think that if you, I learned this in jail, because I talked to every God there was in jail. I think that if you take one of the O's out of good, it's God. And if you add a D to evil, it's the devil. That's when I used to feel the sorriest for my mother. It's because there was no man there, you know, and this is a woman, my mother. She had to tell us, you know, man, she had to make it like married, and there was nothing there. It wasn't even regular dinner, let alone Christmas dinner, you know, and she had to like explain to us how, like, I mean, it's so hard to sell that all we need is each other's speech. especially when your stomach hurts. You know, and she's telling us that as our stomachs go, she's going, all we need is each other. This is me. But I thought it was just so beautiful how she just would be strong and she would do it. And she would never use that time of your fathers are really jerks. You know, they really left me here. But they did. Our fathers really did leave. And our fathers, like my father, my sister's father, different fathers, they really did leave us. And, you know, they didn't call on Christmas to help my mother explain why the hell we didn't get no gifts. They was just like, you know, with their woman, wherever they was, being big shotted, being Santa Claus to somebody else's kids. And so, I mean, no love taken from my father, God rest his soul, but we better not expect nothing big on Christmas.
And then I believe in my heart that I'm a man's man. I'm a man's not made myself. I'm a millionaire by my own hands, you know what I mean? I fight for myself. I've been fighting for myself. I'm a struggler, a striver. I take care of my family. I take everything that you want, I do. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm real. So I'm not politically correct, but I'm still a man's man. And I believe in family values.
I mean, if this is truly a melting pot in the country where we care about it, and Lady Liberty got a hand like this, she really loves us, then we really need to be like that. And it needs to be the black kids. If there's a white person who got money, then you need to help them. You need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it needs to be real. And it needs to be before we all die, and then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks. It's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when you gotta be your own karma. And that's what God makes you do, when you God punishes you. Because I feel like, you know, there's too much money here. I mean, nobody should be hitting lotto for 36 million if we got people starving in the street. That is not idealistic, that's just real. That is just stupid. There's no way Michael Jackson should have, or whoever Jackson, should have $1 million, quadruple billion dollars, and then there's people starving. There's no way. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses, apartments, shacks, drawers, pants. I know you're rich. I know you got $40 billion, but can you just keep it to one house? You only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms? I mean, why have 52 rooms and you know there's somebody with no room? It just don't make sense to me. It don't. And then these people celebrate Christmas. They got big trees, huge trees, all the little trimmings. Everybody got gifts, and it's nice. And they're having a white Christmas. They're having a great Christmas, eggnog and the whole nine. That's not fair to me. Dude, it's like when you're born, usually you're born into a dynasty or an empire, right? You're born like as a junior or, you know, following in your father's footsteps. You always tell your father he did this, or your father, or your grandfather he did this, or we got this, or the family heirlooms. There's none of that in the outer city. I call it the outer city because we left out. There's no nothing. We don't get any family heirlooms, the family crest, all that stuff that you would think is so important was meaningless. Because I mean, come on. Our family crest was cotton. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like the only thing we can really leave behind is culture, is music, you know, and dignity and determination. That's what we have. So it's like, I feel as though I'm cheated because instead of me fulfilling my prophecy, I have to start one. Instead of me, you know, doing a good job and carrying on the empire, I have to build one. And that's a hell of a job for a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a job for any youngster, male or female, to have to build an empire for your family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, especially when the odds is that, you know there's somebody else who lives in the inner city, the real inner city, suburbia, who, when he's born, I mean, 16, he gets a car, automatic. You know, there's money in the bank for college, you know, it's Christmas, go to vacation somewhere. Our vacations was down the street, cross town, grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? That was the vacation. Or, you know, or jail, to be even more real. And I hate to make this like sad story, but it's real. Because this world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense, I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere, big business. You want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, 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 push, 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 step, 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 crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped. Just, you know, I feel like, instead of us just being like, slavery's bad, slavery's down, bad whitey, bad whitey. I mean, all right, let's stop that. And everybody's smart enough to know that, I mean, we've been slighted.
and we want ours. And I don't mean by like ours, 40 acres and a mule, because we passed that. But we need help. I mean, for us to be on our own 2 feet, us meaning youth or us meaning black people, whatever you want to take it for us to be on our own 2 feet, we do need help. Because we have been here, we have been a good friend. If you want to make it a relationship type thing, we have been there, and now we deserve our payback. It's like you got a friend that you don't never look out for. You know, you dressed up in jewels. Now America's got jewels, and they paid and everything, and they lending money to everybody except us. And it's like, you know, everybody need a little help on their way to being, you know, self-reliant.
So do you think Puffy was not appreciated?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you see what I said in the Bible article. I basically bowed out. It was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue, because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. When they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work. They found the bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? How'd I get gunpowder all over me? That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me. And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain. I could not feel, I could not be hurt. In my moment of pain, when I was shot 5 times in jail for a crime I didn't commit, and I don't see it. I still see that same old copy that they had from then. And I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion. Please forgive me if it comes off like that. I'm just stating my opinion. I feel like we get crucified. I mean, the Bible was telling us all these people did this because they suffered this much. That's what makes them special people. I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? And I got crucified to the media. You know what I mean? And I walked through with the thorns on. And I had on me. And I had to.
But I will say, I already took 5 bullets. And if I can help it, I don't plan on taking no more. You know what I mean? And I would tell each and every person out there, don't forget about that clicking up thing, you know what I mean? Be to yourself. Stay to yourself. Trust nobody. Trust nobody after dog. You know what I mean? Straight up. My closest friends did me in. My closest friends, my homies, people I done took care of their whole family. I done took care of everything for them, looked out for them, put them in the game, everything turned on me. Fear is stronger than love. Remember that. Fear is stronger than love. All the love I gave didn't mean nothing when it came to fear. So it's all good. But I'm a soldier, I always survive. I constantly come back. You know what I mean? Only thing that can kill me is death. That's the only thing that'll ever stop me is death. And even then, my music will live forever. I don't see it as me having this gangster thug image. Thug life would be more accurate, but it's not an image, it's just a way of life, it's a mentality. Yes, I have taken the time to reflect on it. In my reflection, I don't see it as being wrong, I just see it as being a stage that we all go through. You know, it's just like that. For little white kids and rich kids, they get to go to the military academy or ROTC, or they get to take all of this energy and put it into the armed forces. And for a young black male, a young Puerto Rican or Hispanic person, we got to put this in the streets. That's where our energies go. That's the only place we have to put it. So that's where we end up putting it. So that's what I did. I don't feel like what I did was so evil. I just feel like the way I was living and my mentality was a part of my progression to be a man.